everyone. Welcome to a very special episode. It's a cozy episode.
Christmas, the sun's coming down.
It's just karaoke at this point. It's not even an episode. This is the very special Good Enough Gaming Game of the Year Awards 2025.
Christmas edition.
Hell
Christmas
yeah.
edition.
And
Quiz.
Squeeze me.
Merry Crisis. As such, we thought it would be good to lead into the Christmas season with something a little bit special. And since it is the season of giving, we felt it would be great to give something away. In this case, a whole ass Xbox.
What?
Yeah. So, this contest is going to run through our Instagram page, and we will have all the details and fine print for you there. So, if you don't follow us on Instagram, why not? At GEG Podcast. But also tune in there for the full contest details where we give away a full Xbox.
This
Ding.
Xbox right here.
That very one.
That very one. Great. And now, the episode. The Game Awards have now come and gone, and many of you know by now that we here at G&G have an opinion or two at times, and we need to discuss, debate, and distract each other with what we believe is the game of the year. Do we agree with this year's nominees? Do we agree with the chosen winner? There's only one way to find out. Good enough style. We have once again made our wonderful brackets because, you know, we all do love
a good bracket.
Love a good bracket.
Yeah. Where we're going to have games face off against each other for a chance of supremacy. Because we just think we do it better here. Yeah.
Cozier for sure.
Yeah. So join us in our year-end debauchery in this two-part episodic journey of Good Enough Gaming's 2025 Game of the Year.
Well done.
Cozy.
The good enough cinematic universe.
Yeah. Now, obviously, it's the holidays. We thought we'd get a little cozy on the couch.
Yeah.
Cozy.
The studio knows no bounds.
We escaped
Or
the
boundaries.
studio.
Yeah. So how it's going to work, we've got the top 4 game releases from each quarter of the year.
Give or take.
Give or take. Don't
First half, second half.
fact check us too
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Well, it's good. It's fine.
Okay.
Just deal with it.
We're going to go through it and we'll name, debate, hopefully no fisticuffs occur. Going through our first round, take a little break, then we'll go through the second and third rounds to finally crown our winner. Now, the start of the year, we have Expedition 33 facing off against Doom Dark Ages. We have Split Fiction facing off against Monster Hunter Worlds. Blueprints against Mario Kart World. Death Stranding 2 versus Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, started from the top.
Let's go to quarter one.
Give her.
First half here.
And hold on, just a disclaimer, because we talk about this every year. To preface, this is our list of games that we think were that top tier for the year. And we have some fucking integrity here. We do not include remakes, remasters, or anything of that kind. So Metal Gear Solid, sorry. Your game was titties this
You're
year,
gone.
but it's out of here.
You're gone.
So anyway, Kyle.
Great. Thanks, Jordan. So to start off with, Expedition 33 versus Doom Dark Ages. We played both. We played Dark Ages at GameCon Live for a while.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, you guys did.
Yeah.
It's a good Doom game.
It was a good Doom game. But when you're facing off against a juggernaut like Expedition 33.
A generational.
Yeah. That
Everything
one
I
took
wish
over.
Final Fantasy was.
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl, poor guy.
One day.
Yeah. So
It's easy.
this is an easy pick. Expedition 33.
This is March Madness, that 1 versus 16.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is not the upset.
I'm
year.
sorry.
No,
This is not the Cinderella story here.
We're happy you're here, Doom, but go sit.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Expedition 33, first winner.
You don't want the smoke.
Second one, we've got Split Fiction versus Monster Hunter Worlds.
Now
This is a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
This is
These
an
are two-
interesting one here.
Like, I mean, obviously, Expedition 33 and Dark and Doom are very different games, but these are like vastly
Extremely different games.
yeah,
Yes.
insanely different.
Yeah, one primarily story-based versus a lot more grindy,
Yeah.
grindy.
One is like online, playing with multiple people, taking down like crazy monsters that take hours to like defeat in some instances, and the other one is a co-op game
Yeah.
completely.
Trevor, give us a breakdown of Split Fiction because you've played this with your wife.
Yes, we beat Split
and
Fiction.
We need
I think
to
we platinum Split Fiction actually.
Oh wow.
So it
Well
is
done.
it is one of those only co-op games. So they did add the online element, so you can play with a friend.
Right.
I do got to say, if only one of you owns the game, you can both.
yeah,
Which
Play.
is so nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can share
I
with a
love
friend.
Yeah, I love games that do that.
But you work through this story. They're both writers, and you go through this like it's sort of like Assassin's Creed. You get put into your stories, and something breaks, and now you're working through each other's genres. So one is obviously high fantasy, and one is more
Right.
like sci-fi.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, so a lot like other story games, you've got, two people, only one person can do one thing, one person can do the other. So you are forced to help each other. You cannot
Work
just hand the
together.
controller over and get your spouse to do it or whatever.
Made by the same people that made It Takes Two.
Correct. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, same devs. Honestly, great game. The story was really cool. The little moments and the Easter eggs that they do in that game were super
Yeah.
fun. Can't remember how long it took us to play, but my wife and I we thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a super fun game. Like there's a reason that like we've got our Metacritic scores on here. Like it got
Yeah.
a 91 for a
91
reason.
on
Like it is a
Which is pretty impressive for
Yeah.
a game like
Of
for
that
this.
nature.
what,
Yeah,
what was
to-
designed as like a
yeah.
couch co-op game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys
Thank
have
you for that,
played.
because we don't get enough of those.
You've played all of their games, right?
I
Like,
think
all of
except
the
for their
co-op
very
ones?
like first one.
right.
But yeah, we did It Takes Two. We did this. We usually dabble in the other like random
Whichever other
like
co-op
fogs,
ones.
like
Yeah.
the one where you're like cat dog, like just the random ass
Right,
like
right.
couples co-op games. Yeah, we will play those. Yeah, Unraveled.
Would
Yeah.
you say that this is like what's the developer's name for these guys? Is it Hazelight or
Yeah, that sounds right.
how am I?
I think so.
wrong?
Hazelight.
I think it's Hazelight.
Anyway,
I will correct on screen if we're
would
wrong.
would you say that this is like their best game that they?
I think so. Compared to It Takes Two, this takes like a different approach to the story, but still has a lot of the elements. Like it doesn't have a lot of the extra fluff that It Takes Two did with like these like mini games.
Oh,
But this
okay.
was way better in terms of like graphics and story and puzzles and like, and then just like some of the little Easter eggs in it are what make it really funny. I'm curious to see what they continue to do. They're I kind of consider them like the Larian, right? They're kind of a disruptor in the space in a good way. They're presenting new things and they're saying, hey, we're not going to sell out. We're going to make this our way.
Yes.
right.
And they make really good games. Having played Monster Hunter games, that's really got to be your cup of tea. Like Monster Hunter games
Yeah.
are
And
good.
all you do.
They are good for what they are.
Yep.
But they are so specific. And like Kyle said, like it takes a lot of time. Like it's not,
Yeah.
maybe it's not a Diablo or a game where, if you miss a week, you miss out on everything. But like
Right.
there's so much you have to do to like enjoy the game, to have the fun of the game.
Monster Hunter is that game
It's
is
a niche.
different.
Yeah, it is a
from
niche game.
overseas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Asia, this
Different
game
following.
is holy fuck. This is their big game.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, you got to give points to it. You got to give points to an indie studio that can convince a significant other that maybe isn't a gamer
Oh,
to give it a try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
considering
Right.
before Expedition came out and blew everyone's minds, Split Fiction was the game that came out and everyone went,
Yeah.
This
it
could be
was
game of the year.
Game of the year.
This
yeah,
was
you're
like
right.
It was
the-
top dog.
it was
at
that
the
first
beginning.
that was that
This-
first game that came out that everyone
that's
went,
big
oh
news.
shit.
For like
Yeah.
game of the year fight.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
So
So
Okay.
safe to say, I think Split Fiction's going to take this one.
Is that
It's got it.
unanimous?
Our consensus.
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
that
from the
it is
council
better.
that I think Split Fiction is going to
It's-
take this one.
It's
only.
more to me,
Yeah.
it's more unique. Whereas Monster Hunter Wilds, although yes, is an evolution of the series and everything,
It's another
it's
Monster
another
Hunter
Monster
game.
Hunter game.
Yeah. I'm with you. Okay.
Great.
I like it.
Consensus. Moving right along. Next one, we have Blueprints, which was a 92 on Metacritic, and Mario Kart World for the Switch 2, which was an 86.
Sorry.
Trevor has some opinions already. The newest Mario Kart, not only was like the price foreboding, but the gameplay just
like $105.
To
Yeah.
preface, this quarter
Canadian.
wasn't like
This was a weak-
phenomenal.
It was a
throughout
weak
the year.
quarter
This is, like,
for the most
probably
part.
our weakest quarter.
Yeah.
Mario Kart seemed cool. They did some things. They
Yeah.
kind of did the Need for Speed thing. They made it this like open world, but then everyone was just like, "But there's nothing happening."
Yeah,
There's
there's nothing
in the
in
It's
open
it.
world.
empty.
Yeah, which is unfortunately
Cool, I can go collect some costumes or some briefcases or like whatever other random
Yeah,
shit
right.
that was in there, but it lacked real substance.
Yeah.
When a lot of the content that was in Mario Kart 8 was taken out. Like, some of the carts, some of the cosmetics,
Yeah.
they just like
even some of the characters, they were just like, yeah, we're just going to take these ones out.
That'll be DLC later.
It's like,
of course,
$50.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a buyback later.
Yeah.
Whereas like Blueprints,
yeah.
Some completely different.
well, and it was the reason it was so popular because it was a new take on like a roguelike game. Like we were talking
Yeah,
about this the other week.
fully puzzle based.
This isn't some side scroll classic, platforming die and repeat
like
No.
thing.
most
This is like
roguelikes,
a
yeah.
puzzle, like a very
Exploration
intense
puzzle. Yeah.
like puzzle game that apparently people were like learning coding and like
Yeah.
there's some like
Yeah.
intense shit about
and
this
the,
game.
And the cool thing about the roguelike elements is it played into like the story of it.
Yeah.
And so the whole like competitive side of it in the gaming community was how many days did it take you to like in-game days did it take you to beat it?
Yeah.
Because as you progress and you have more days inside, this house like slowly morphs and
Shifts and moves.
shifts
Yeah.
and moves, and like so that part is crazy cool. And like I'm not a puzzle
It's like an
game guy
escape
at
room
all.
that just like keeps
Never
making
ends.
itself
Yeah.
harder to
Do
solve.
you love
like
escape
that
rooms?
yeah, that's a perfect analogy. So yeah, while I don't like puzzle games at all for the most part,
I definitely want to give this one a try. I think my
it's
wife and I would
unique.
enjoy this one.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think
I
she
like
would
this.
like
She
it.
loves the Nancy Drew. And
That's where I think I'm
Yeah.
on it. The theme of Blueprints is like cool. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to give kudos to a dev that did something totally different.
yeah.
Mario Kart, while it is fun with kids and it's got that sheen at the start, you've played Mario Kart games.
We sure have.
Except now you can grind rails, man.
Yeah.
Some
Make
of,
your
like,
own pathway and just, like,
watching some of like the meta
The
spamming
streamers.
jumps.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It's like I'd never want to play that against anyone who is
And you can watch your friends race you in 480p on your little webcam on the
Yeah,
phone. Oh
see
my-
webcam,
God.
as your
yeah.
Switch 2 explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My issue with games like Mario Kart is like the lack of checkpoints within the race.
Right.
So like to exploit the track, yeah, obviously you can take the things to learn it to do those things, but because there's no checkpoints, like you can literally
You can skip half
skip
of the level.
half
yeah.
of a track if you figure
Yeah.
out how to.
Yeah.
And it's like in an online competitive sense, like if you're trying to do some of those
Who
components,
can glitch the
Yeah.
best?
that's
Yeah,
like
right.
that just completely defeats the purpose
Well, that
of
was,
the game.
I mean, that was the what was wrong with the Crash Team Racing when it got
Yeah.
re-released a
Right.
couple of years ago. It's like you would play online, and not only was the online just shit because like everyone was doing their own race, and then they just told you who won after.
yeah.
Mhm,
There was
right.
always one person that had like the strategy,
Yeah.
and it was just somehow they would just skip the whole map.
They're
You're like,
just
okay, well they're doing
exploiting
5
it,
second
yeah.
lap times. Why am I playing this game?
That was the one nice thing with Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
Hot
they had
Wheels games,
checkpoints,
they
yeah.
had the checkpoints. You couldn't
Yes.
spam.
There are
more
some
than, like, a
components where you
certain
have to
section.
get like crazy and
Yeah.
weird with it, especially in the first one. But like you have to go through the checkpoints.
Yeah, you
So-
can't just skip half the fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So safe to say, I think Blueprints
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
this first side, just for sheer.
And also a nice play on words.
Yeah. Blueprints.
We love a good pun.
And you know what? They also get bonus points because this was day one on Game Pass
Yeah.
Ooh.
and PS Plus.
Yes,
Oh
true.
shit!
So
That's true.
that's extra points in our books.
I
Yeah.
think so.
If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yep. All right. Last one for this side of the draw. We have Death Stranding 2 at an 89 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
Okay, so this
at
is a-
88.
This is a tough one.
battle.
This is a tough
So
one.
this is
man.
a Kojima cinematic,
Yeah.
and not knowing, I know so many people loved Kingdom Come. I looked into this game. So it's first person like fantasy. It's kind of a Skyrim-y looking game.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, it is on par with Death Stranding in terms of like, you're not playing a video game as you are watching a video game.
Oh, a lot of
There
cutscenes.
is a lot of cutscenes. I'm like, okay, well, where's the action? What are we doing? It's just like, well, there's barely fights. Like, you're doing things.
Yeah.
Trying to
and then there's a
survive in
cutscene,
the kingdom.
and then there's a cutscene, and then like they're kind of explaining the story just through cutscenes, which to me is kind of what Death Stranding does, in a weirdly artsy Kojima way.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
very similar scores here too. Like we have 89 for Death Stranding.
This is the 5-6 matchup. Yeah.
There was a lot of people that were advocating for Kingdom Come as
game of the year.
Game of the year.
Yeah.
And
I don't get it.
So for me, because I think I'm the only one that's played Death Stranding.
Played the first
or
one.
Two.
Most of it. Played some of it.
So Death Stranding 2 takes all the gripes that people had about the first game, you know, FedEx Simulator and, you know, too many cutscenes and, you know, just let me get into the gameplay. Like, you know, say what you will about Kojima and his like high brain thought.
Fucking weird artsy shit.
Artsy. Yeah. The dev team did take all those complaints to heart and really improved on those in the sequel. The gameplay is incredibly improved over the first one. They've added way more vehicles to get you across the map.
A giant FedEx van.
Yeah.
A small FedEx van.
They've even got like rail systems that you can build, so you can do like a sky rail from point to point.
FedEx train.
Monorail.
But also even just the combat and the gameplay, like you can still do stealth. They've added in ranged weapons and
FedEx box cutters.
Fuck off, Kyle. Everything about this game is just elevating the gameplay to make it more gamified. It's funner. It's more interesting to actually go point to point. The story is phenomenal. You're still getting the crazy visuals of a Kojima game. I would say this is probably the best visual game on the PS5. Yeah, I mean, I got to go with Death Stranding 2. I also don't like the first person combat in Kingdom.
After Skyrim came out, it always feels like that's going to be like a VR gimmick when I just see your arms and like a sword.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, even though like back in the day that was like super popular, and now I'm just like, this seems weird. But like, I tried to watch someone do a playthrough of Kingdom Come, and like for like multiple hours, and I would click through, and every time I clicked through, it was either a menu or a fucking cutscene. And I'm like, this is Oblivion Elder Scrolls 2025.
Yeah.
It looks way better. And I'm sure there's cool story, but like
this is very much like Kingdom Come is like the battle components when they're there is very reminiscent of Oblivion. Things like that.
Except there's like no monsters. It's just you're usually fighting people.
Yeah.
Like, at least in Skyrim, I'm fighting like a fucking frost troll or a giant or a dragon.
But I think that's kind of where this game gets its charm, is the sense that it's trying to be a little bit more historically like accurate and
it's not
putting
high
you
fantasy,
in a position where you're like, oh, like this could be a viable situation for this time, like in this time period and stuff. So it's like, I think it does a really good job of trying to emulate like what it would be like to be a knight. Like,
I think the world and you know, Kingdom Come has great visuals too. Like
it looks good.
It looks really good. But for, you know, we always talk,
but there's
about,
no flying space whales.
Well,
like
we always talk about gameplay is king, right?
Yeah.
And I just feel like Death Stranding 2 has the gameplay that's going to be fun for a wider audience, whereas with Kingdom Come Deliverance, like
very
like
niche.
you even have to like take into account the angle you swing your sword.
Yeah, it's like a selector of like how you want to hit them.
Yeah. So for me, that's not a fun gameplay mechanic.
It's interesting.
It's unique.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I just don't find it fun. So
I think just for artsiness, like you got to give it.
I think it's props, but
to Kojima. I know, but for me for picking, I'm like, you almost have to give it to Kojima for being like the weird artsy. Like we just don't get that anymore, right?
No.
And Yeah, like soundtrack is phenomenal too.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say Death Stranding is going to leave.
you got
I
it.
don't think it's like as
I still think it's close.
I think this is closer than we're like making it out to be, but
I think this
maybe we have
is
some
Death
bias here.
Stranding 2 coming out of the fight with no limbs left. Like it's
Not
just Monty Python.
yeah, just a Monty Python body.
Tis a flesh wound.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at, though.
Yeah,
yeah. I
will.
Yeah. Okay, that is the first half of the bracket. Now on for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit more.
This is going to take a bit.
Do we need to break in the middle here? Do we need to give the people a?
Oh,
I think we can probably take a break.
I think so, guys.
Got to crawl your way off the couch. Go get some.
Kyle's gotta go pee.
Go get some eggnog.
Yeah.
Go get some
A little bit of
booze.
Rum and eggnog.
Some Christmas morning
cookies.
booze.
Yep. So, given that last week we had the Danger Dome with Daryl,
It was a good one too.
that means that it's time for us to get wrong again. We're usually right.
Usually,
But we're going to get wrong.
Right.
So, take it away, me.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Wrong answers only.
Thanks, me. I appreciate you.
It sucks every time.
This week, this week's wrong answers only. I asked the guys to give me award categories that we will not be presenting this year on the Good Enough Gaming Awards.
Oh yeah, we do have some awards to give away later, don't we?
We do. So these are
It's
some
true.
that you will not see happen. First of all, Daryl's FPS of the year. Not going to happen.
That's a good
I
one.
put the We Love Capitalism award. That's for the most expensive DLC or most expensive microtransaction object of
like
the year.
Well, I'm going to rebut that one. I'm going to say the game that Kyle actually finished this year award.
Ooh.
The Uncharted series. Fuck you. I played through.
Nice.
Bastard.
I have the I didn't read that award for
What the fuck am I
for
doing?
skipping tutorials and not generally listening to
I
the
didn't
story.
realize that was a mechanic.
Yeah.
On that same note, I have my own Best JRPG Dialogue Award.
Ooh,
Oh,
on
boy.
that theme, I have the Shotgun Sword Laser Award, which is the craziest weapon award, which notoriously will obviously be won by some JRPG every year.
Nice.
Not Doom?
Not like a Saints
No.
Row. There's no new Saints Row game.
No,
I guess, so I
no.
can't.
So otherwise it's
There's
some
no competitor.
I got the putting all your skill points in the wrong category award for playing JRPGs that don't tell you fucking anything on how to play the game.
My other one is the antithesis is like of Kyle's or Trevor's, but it was like the where is the tutorial award?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you tell me something? Like, can you give me a clue?
Anything,
Yeah.
man. That's that.
No, figure it out.
That's like fucking Digimon for
It's like,
me. I'm
yeah.
just,
It's like some of that Elden Ring stuff where like, here's the basic
Elden Ring Night Rain.
Yeah. Here's the-
Where is the tutorial?
here's 3 buttons, fucking figure it out.
I don't even know what the icons on the map are.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use the map.
And then my last one I had was the Free Willy Award. So that's the biggest flop, which will also
Nice.
notoriously be won by some PS5 exclusive game that just got overhyped and undersold.
Sorry, Concord.
Sorry, Concord. Sorry,
The game
Forspoken.
that never was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all good ones.
Those were great categories,
Yeah,
guys.
I
I'm
like
really
all
proud
those.
of us.
Nice job.
So to take it back here, looking at quarter 3 and 4, this one is a little bit more.
This is gonna take a while.
This is gonna take a little longer. To start out with, we have Hades 2 versus Outer Worlds 2. We have Arc Raiders versus Hollow Knight Silk Song. We have that's going to be a category.
That's going to get
We've got
spicy.
Ghost of GOTY versus Dispatch. We've got Silent Hill F versus Donkey Kong Bonanza. Bonanza.
Bonanza, I think. I think I
Bonanza.
spelled that wrong.
BAN. So
Don't get him started.
to to start off, looking at again another like 116 kind of seed here, we've got Hades 2 at a 95 on Metacritic.
I didn't realize it was that high.
Yeah, people love that game.
Versus Outer Worlds 2, which is an 83.
Wow.
Given the way the Hades series has gone, and just like the quality that they've put out,
love the animation style.
Yeah,
Supergiant Games.
Think so? I can't remember.
Right. I apologize if I said the wrong one.
Yeah, I can't remember. There's too many.
I think this is a no-brainer.
Like Outer Worlds, the first one and this one, like they are very good games. But I also think there's sort of that like, it's sort of like some of the Nintendo stuff. They kind of rely on a bit of that nostalgia where everyone's like, fuck, I loved New Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, I'll play this. Right?
Yeah.
And like, I love the world that they've built, but like, and they've done some quirky things like with some of the character traits and the perks and stuff like that.
The old man knees.
Yeah. But like, there's still a lot of that game that like, it's not new or like revolutionary.
No.
Like where Hades did redefine roguelikes, and then now they're just expanding on like how cool it is.
Yeah. And like just mechanics. And...
Yeah, the Outer Worlds is like reading a good book that you've already read.
Yeah.
You know, it's that cozy book.
That's fair.
Yeah. I actually, in preparation for this episode, I actually played about 3 or 4 hours of Outer Worlds 2 over the last couple nights. And it's another one of those games that's just like, it's the most polished non-Bethesda game. Like,
Take notes, Bethesda.
Yeah, it checks out.
It's fun to play, but if you beat it, you'll never think of it again. It's just one of those kinds of games.
Unless you're like so addicted to it, and then you're doing all the different like storylines or builds. Yeah.
So it's just up against Hades 2.
Titan.
They're up against the biggest dog in the fight here, Metacritic score wise.
Takes everything that the first one did great and just said, "Oh yeah, we'll double that.
Here's a little bit more."
So, yeah, I think that's an easy decision.
I think Hades 2 is the easy call here.
Yeah,
I do too.
Now we wrestle on the couch.
Yeah.
Now it begins.
It doesn't matter what we pick. It doesn't matter what we pick on this next one. We're gonna piss off somebody.
Someone's gonna get mad.
We're gonna piss off somebody for sure.
The next two, we've got Arc Raiders, which like took social media by storm for a while.
Yeah, that broke the internet for a little bit.
Yeah.
And another one, Hollow Knight Silk Song, which like just like instant dropped.
Yeah.
They just like announced it and we're like, boop,
here you go.
Like no updates for anyone.
Good because everyone was like waiting for it.
Granted, it took them like 5 years to fucking, you know, everybody's like, is this the year we're going to get Silk Song?
Yeah.
But like they're like two vastly different games. Like Arc Raiders being like a salvage extraction game.
Accessible Tarkov.
Yeah. Not less sweaty Tarkov.
Yeah.
Versus Hollow Knight, which is like side scroller Dark Souls.
Yeah. And same thing, like Hollow Knight redefined side scrollers.
Yeah.
But I think Jordan and I have some comments, and I think we have to say something controversial here.
Do it.
I don't think Hollow Knight is that good.
Yeah.
I think it is a good game. I just don't think it's as
not controversial on this couch.
No,
I have said I don't think Hollow Knight has ever been that fucking good.
I don't understand the hype.
I don't, and like I see that it's a good game and it's cool, and I like that they added like you said, the more Dark Soulsy, like cool staged bosses of yesteryear that we kind of remember as kids, you know, playing whatever it was, Sonic or Mario, or like having these side scroller games. But like, it's 2025. Like, I'm just not impressed by side scroll games anymore. There's only so much you can do.
That's fair.
In 2 dimensions.
I mean, counterpoint to that, because I do love me a good side scroller, and there are some nowadays in modern gaming that are incredibly good, but Silk Song is like, what can we do with a side scroller and make it so difficult in the latter half of the game that we're gonna turn a 30-hour game into a 60-hour game,
just out of sheer frustration.
Exactly. Like I've seen countless people saying, you know what, I loved Silk Song. It was such a fun game, but I quit halfway through because it was just too frustrating. And it's like, well, how can you say
How can
that?
you love it and then
but then
quit on
also
the game?
say it's game of the year? Like I don't see the like. I
It's
don't
like when you hit that boss,
aspect.
like some games where they're not balanced, right? Where you're just cruising. It's like I haven't died all game, and then you hit this boss, and you're like, well, now it's impossible. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, and I just to me again, like Trevor kind of knocking side scrollers. I mean, we've seen how many games like Hollow Knight out there. Yes, the polish of this one might be up there.
It's the top of the mountain, but now you've got everyone trying to emulate it.
We've seen this game before. And, with Arc Raiders, yes, Tarkov exists, but there's a lot of people that have been interested in extraction shooters.
I'm not playing fucking Tarkov.
No fucking way I'm touching Tarkov.
Tarkov is for the uber sweats.
Did you hear the first dude, the first guy that escaped Tarkov?
Finally. Well, I mean, the game's been in beta for like fucking 5 years. They finally just released, but I think Arc Raiders took, Arc Raiders took what people loved about Helldivers.
Yes.
Right? You're going with your little team, you're getting into shenanigans.
Yeah.
But now it's PvE and PvP.
Yeah, you're getting both.
And you're getting, you're getting the robots, you've got this cool kind of like end of the world scenario going on.
Yeah.
And then you've also got this like, well, we could be friendly or we could shoot people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can work together and like kill, the queen or whatever, this giant thing, or we can just fuck people up, steal their shit and leave.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it creates its own narratives.
Yeah.
I think the struggle with Arc is going to be the ongoingness of the game.
Well, it's the longevity with all of those games.
Like Helldivers suffered the same.
Yeah. How do you keep this interesting in the future, long term? But like, I think like I see people's point that they loved Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Is it necessarily going to get to the end of this bracket?
Probably not.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think for when we've talked about this in previous years, the social media presence
where I'm at,
of a game, like
we talk about this every year.
Broke the internet
like
for the first couple weeks.
We talk about that
like
every
Silksong,
year.
I saw stuff for like 2 days, and people were like, this game's great, and then everyone's like, okay, I beat it, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas Arc, like, it creates its own content because you get into these shenanigans,
hilarious
shenanigans.
I'm still seeing content posted about it, and like the fact
betrayals
that it has
and
prox chat.
Oh, fucking hilarious!
Like every multiplayer game needs prox chat because it just like to Trevor's point, it creates content for you.
You can role play, people do funny shit.
Just seeing all the clips of people.
Best heckling always comes from prox chat.
Yeah, like the conversations and stuff.
Well, and even people like role playing like sheriffs.
Yeah, like just
they're there just to like clean up the.
Yeah, you're gifting people stuff, or you're just being some villain. Like, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
And like maybe that's for like Twitch streamers and communities who are like, let's be honest, a lot of people watch a lot of video games on the internet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they sure
This
do.
creates that. Whereas like Silksong, you're just watching someone struggle, and then they're okay, we're done, on to the next game.
Yeah, I think Daryl hit the nail on the head. We give points every year to the games that break the internet, and like Arc Raiders literally had teams of streamers.
There was a war.
There was a war in the game between like the burnt peanut on one side and all of his streamer buddies,
which is hilarious
against these guys, and they all wore different colored outfits in the game so they could figure
to identify yourself.
I just think that is amazing.
That's like that to me, that is the best parts of multiplayer gaming. And we don't get a lot of games like that nowadays.
Aside from like maybe Split Fiction, like this is pretty much the only multiplayer game on this list. This is the only like true multiplaer game that's on this list.
Yeah, a Hollow Knight Silksong, I think just it falls victim to the rose-colored glasses. People loved the first game so much, and they just give me more. But like, I think about other games in this list. Like Celeste. I don't know if you guys ever played Celeste when that came out years ago. But like, to me, that game was difficult, but the mechanics were so fine-tuned that if you failed, it was because you did something wrong. Whereas like, I feel like Silksong is so difficult just for the sake of being difficult, and it punishes players unfairly sometimes. And so I don't like games like that. To me, that again, it's not respecting the player. and you're trying to take a game that should only be 20 hours and you're making it a 60-hour game, and the illusion of value.
Yeah.
The get good
gameplay.
factor, right?
Yeah.
Like, we'll just get good
Right.
and then you'll beat it. It's like,
It's
well,
I've moved on from those games when we were a kid that is actually like an hour and 30 minutes to beat the whole game.
Yeah.
But it takes 10 years because you can't get past the one level kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
So safe to say, Arc Raiders.
I
think
think
Raiders
Arc
is the
stays
one.
alive.
I think it is the choice.
Yeah.
Arc
It's our
extracts
first
to the
kinda
next round.
upset.
Yeah. Great. Moving on now. We've got two very different games again.
Yep.
Very.
Ghost of Yotai at 86 on Metacritic, which
Yeah.
we just talked about last week.
Yep.
You should tune into that one too.
Give it a listen.
And Dispatch, which is a new sort of Telltale style game
Yeah.
about a retired superhero that becomes a dispatcher,
For superheroes.
For
More
superheroes.
superheroes. Yeah.
and it's all about not only dispatching superheroes to emergencies, but also the relationships between them.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah.
like narrative, there's some puzzles.
Yes.
The inter-office relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like cutscenes. It's done in this really cool like animation
It's so
style,
awesome.
like
Yeah.
American style cartoon.
Yep.
The voice acting in it's awesome. Yeah, it is very much a Telltale style.
It looks like Invincible, but it like is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good.
This is
good
one that-
reference.
I could see us all maybe, we could play this as one together and make decisions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be a
You
good
know?
game like that where you could vote on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Even just
I'd
like
be
sit
into
on the
that.
couch together, have a drink, and
Just
fuck around.
yell
with
at
it.
each other
Watch
to
it,
do.
Yeah.
I'd be into that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's made by all the ex Telltale guys, so it makes sense. It plays
And
like that.
the voice acting cast is fucking
Top
insane.
tier, man. Yeah,
To the
top
point
tier.
where like
Unbelievable.
Travis Willingham is in it.
yeah.
He wasn't initially cast for any voice role. He saw the script that his wife was reading and was like,
Can I
how do
please?
I get in
Oh,
there?
Can I work
really?
on this,
Oh, I didn't
please?
know that.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
cool.
He asked to be a part of it.
That's
Wow.
hilarious.
And then all the Critical Role people just half
Just-
ended up
yeah.
there
Yeah,
anyways, because
yeah.
why wouldn't you?
So, again, two very different games. We have different opinions on Yotai,
Yeah.
just from again comparison to Tsushima. I think Dispatch is doing something. I mean, not like totally different, but something new and refreshing with like the sort of narrative genre that you're a part of. I think that deserves some recognition.
Yeah, I think you got to look at the uniqueness.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
And I think my big point on Yote last week was you've played it 10 other times.
Yes.
Right, it's a very familiar game, whereas I think Dispatch, while yes, Telltale games have existed,
this is definitely a different take on how they work.
Yeah, they've done a pretty unique twist on the concept, and also, I mean, we've never really seen superheroes in this.
I was gonna say,
light.
like, you don't really get to do this end of it, like where you're the agency, where you're, like on that end of things.
It's behind the
But
curtain.
you're
Yeah.
you're
It's like the
man
non-
behind the screen.
It's like the less
Yeah.
evil version of like
Which
the
is really
boys.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
like all brand new superheroes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they're
random,
all
and they're
original.
hilarious.
Yeah,
and
all
some of them are
original.
really funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I consider Dispatch more of the like Yote was obviously a bigger release. It was a PlayStation exclusive.
yeah,
Dispatch did
Huge
get some
market.
hype, but it was I think it's kind of like the under the radar chill cult classic.
Dark Horse kind of.
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
like when Telltale came out, people were like, "Well, I don't know about these," and then if
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, you've played that?" Like, it's fucking good,
Yeah,
right? Like whether it was The Walking
I played
Dead or
the
the
Batman
Borderlands
one
ones,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Like those Telltale games, like they've always been kind of that low key. Maybe you don't hear about it much, but if you play it, you know that it's a great game.
Yeah.
yeah. Like it's one of those games where I don't think I've heard a single person that's played Dispatch say something negative about it.
No,
So
and people
here's
that want to
my-
go back and play it
Yeah.
to do the other options. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, and so this is where I'm at. Like, the Metacritic score for Dispatch is slightly higher than Ghost of Yotai, and this is kind of where I am in agreement in the sense that all of the stuff that I've seen on the internet for Dispatch, to Jordan's point, has been extremely positive, but also it's posting. Like, I don't see anybody posting stuff about Ghost of Yotai.
No.
no, not at
Whereas
all.
like Dispatch has people posting and talking about like, oh, I saw this slight difference in between these two scenarios in my playthrough, or like I noticed that like this guy has a completely different dialogue when you do this with them, and like and just and then some of the other pieces where it's like, oh, they're talking to the producers about pieces that they didn't end up actually putting in the game that people are like, oh, you should have, like, this would have been such a cool component. And then I don't think a game like this, usually like the Telltale games don't get all like their flowers in the sense that like
or the hype,
right?
Like, anything.
They get the story and you get to kind of play through. And I think like I reminisce about the Batman one that I played.
It's a really good one.
But I think this is one of those pieces where it's like, okay, you listened, you heard what people were saying about like, replayability, whether it's more than just a few choices. Now you're invoking character connection into this. And so the replayability for this is now higher.
Yeah.
And that's a huge difference for a Telltale
Whereas at the end
game.
of the day, Yote was Yote. And if you played it once, Yote
is one play.
It is.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I just checked this because for my own curiosity. So Yote has a Metacritic score of 86.
Yes.
The user score for Yote is an 82. So it's actually lower than what the critics have. But Dispatch at 89 Metacritic score, the user score for Dispatch is 90.
Oh, so higher.
So it's actually
Slightly
higher.
Yeah.
And it's at a 90, which is crazy.
That's
for
good. That's
like,
really good for
people
that
fucking
style
hate
game.
everything now.
Yeah.
Like the
Us
fact,
included.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to our
the
podcast.
fact that Dispatch has a higher user score than critics, to me, is telling of just how good of quality this game is.
Once you get into it, people really seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. So I think you got to pull that. You got to pull the uniqueness of it. And
that's crazy. Like I can't believe we're like.
So I think
going
what you're
over
saying,
a Ghost
game.
So
we're gonna dispatch
early
the Ghost game.
It's usually these PlayStation
Ghost game is going to disappear.
Games usually always get the bump.
Yeah, I think they like PlayStation kind of took a year off.
It's
of doing the hey, we want to have that exclusive that's like the number one or number two. Like, maybe next year we'll see.
But like you look at a lot of them, there's a lot of like Game Pass. Like at least a few here. That
for sure.
It's kind of the year of the smaller team, right? The
indie devs, man. Double A.
And as it should be. We'll get into that a little bit more, I'm sure. But as it should be, because it seems that the care and the attention to detail in games and the player first mentality is now paying off for these developers.
Yeah.
For those who come after.
Big time.
We continue. So Dispatch, I think, takes the win.
That's our winner.
This one.
Yeah.
Last one on this side of the bracket is kind of a very
a weird matchup.
It's a weird matchup. Yeah, it really
We've
is.
got Silent Hill F.
They're so similar. I don't know what you're talking
about. And Donkey Kong Bonanza at a 91. Now, personally, I don't agree that Donkey Kong should have that high of a rating.
People enjoyed it. I mean, it's the same thing when Mario Odyssey came out, right? Like they are, as much as we can shit on Nintendo,
which we will continue to do.
They are fun. They are fun games.
Yeah.
Right. They know how to make a fun game.
Yeah.
In my opinion, in this one, there was people obviously that were arguing like really early that Donkey Kong Bonanza's game of the year, but I'm just like, okay, like fuck off.
Relax.
But I also think in this case, like people have been asking for like Silent Hill to come back in some way.
Yep.
I think they went a little weird on this one. Like Silent Hill is weird. They went a little too off book with this, with like the Japanese theme and like.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know. I think they went into a weird direction.
It's, you know what? Silent Hill is one of those franchises we grew up with. Like it's
I remember Silent Hill
2000s, and some of the best horror games of the PS2 were Silent Hill games.
Easily.
Remember Pyramid Head chasing you?
Yeah.
Like iconic. Yeah. I mean, Donkey Kong, like, I don't know. There's nothing about that game where I'm like, fuck, I gotta buy a Switch.
No,
like I need a Switch now.
But I'm also not running out to buy Silent Hill.
No,
personally, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in comparison, like although they've made more games, comparing now Silent Hill to Resident Evil,
right?
Like when Resident Evil is coming out with a new game, people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing that game," because they're on. They went some weird directions with Resident Evil. Let's be serious.
All over the place.
Yes,
They've gone all over the place, but
Yes,
it's still
they
somehow on brand and on theme.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like this one like has some references to old Silent Hill, but it also just like isn't the same. It kind of feels like they wanted to make a different horror RPG game, and they're like, well, if we just put these things in it, it kind of makes it a Silent Hill game.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm still sad that we didn't get the Guillermo del Toro Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
That would have sick.
With Norman Reedus.
Oh, do you remember when they were like teasing that and like hinting
Yes.
at
Yeah,
it?
that's what I mean. They were hinting at it
Like,
forever, and that's kind of what people were
I
wanting. And then they're like,
loved
here's
that.
Silent Hill F, and everyone kind of went,
Silent Hill, what the F?
"Yeah." Everyone's like, okay.
I was literally gonna say that. This is my Silent Hill. What the F happened here, game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Donkey Kong, I mean, it's
Donkey Kong to me wins
Yeah.
on just fun factor.
Yeah.
just the fun.
Like-
Okay, I see
Like
what you're
that
saying.
Mario 64, like, oh my God, like I'm just having a good time.
I can support that.
It's whimsical.
Yeah.
I think- I
We're
think
missing some whimsy in the
Is
world.
it just a Mario game with
Yeah.
Donkey Kong?
yes.
Is
I
it
think-
still fun?
I think again we gotta we talked about Dispatch. The people that have played Dispatch have nothing negative to say about
Yeah.
it. You kind of have to say that with Donkey Kong
Yes.
too. The people that have played Donkey Kong have really enjoyed it.
Yes. To the point
Kind-
where people are like screaming that it's game of the year.
Yeah,
And where you're like,
like, I
okay,
agree.
you had a
Yeah.
good time, but chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
if you guys are happy with that, I'll concede
I
because
think-
I don't agree with it, but I think I see what you're
You
saying.
gotta
think
give
we hand
Nintendo a
Donkey
bit of
Kong
a
its
bit of
bananas.
credit. Yes.
Yeah.
Some golden bananas.
yeah.
Thanks, man.
Time to split.
Yeah. All right. So that actually concludes the very first round.
Yeah.
We had Expedition 33 win, Split Fiction, Blueprints, Death Stranding, Hades 2, Arc Raiders with the upset, Dispatch, and Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong.
The second half is going to go a little bit quicker because we don't got to explain the games as much. So I think the first half of that episode
Well,
was good enough.
two-parter.
It is a two-parter.
First part of the two-parter.
Tune back in next week. Part 2.
New Year's
Number
Eve special.
dos.
New Year's Eve special. Will we have horns and hats on next episode?
No.
No,
Will we look any different?
No.
Probably not.
no.
But we'll be here.
For your sake, and not making a 3-hour YouTube episode.
You're welcome, people.
Yes.
We'll see you back soon. Good enough.
Good
it was
enough.
Good enough.
It's good. You know what? Better than good. Good enough.
Good enough.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com, and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.